Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing pretty good. I'm doing good myself. Gonna look at some Sparkies tonight. I've had this little box set for quite a while, and I'm really excited to take a look at them. So, these are both Porsche 911 GT1s from 1997. I thought that I already had a set of these, but I pulled it out and I realized that this is the GT1 Evo from 1997 Le Mans. So, same year, but this was the regular GT1 and this was the GT1 Evo. I do have both of these right here though. Reviewed them a while back. They're actually really nice. The only thing that they're really missing that I wish they had was the Michelin tire printing on the tires. But I'm sure if Spark ever revisits this casting with their new and improved 164 line, I'm sure we'll see that. Same's going to go for these. These aren't going to have the tire printing. I believe the blue coral one had Dunlop, and then I'm not sure what the yellow one had. I'm not going to lie, I was just kind of looking for like photos and information about these, and there's not really a ton of like photos or information on these two cars. I did find out a little bit. I deducted from my research that both of these raced in the 1997 FIA GT series, and I think they maybe raced at Le Mans as well. But from what I saw, the blue one only raced... Well, actually, no. I think what happened is the yellow one raced at Le Mans, and also during FIA, like the rest of FIA. And then this blue coral one, I believe, only did 3 races during the FIA season and didn't race Le Mans. I wish Spark would have put a little bit more information about the actual series they participated in. They didn't really put anything about it, I don't believe. But that's kind of what I found. And then I also was looking at this one, and apparently it sold for like $7 million. I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, that's pretty insane. I think I paid about between $20 and $25 for this little set on RCMar a while back. I thought it was a good price. I thought the colors on these were really cool. But anyways, I'll go ahead and get them open. These are officially licensed by Porsche, of course. Spark is one of the most legitimate brands out there, so there's no worries there. And yeah, these are the first GT1s in my collection, the non-Evo version. I know that Tarmac Works is going to be making some of these with an opening engine hatch, which is very exciting. The first one is going to be just a regular white version, and hopefully that's releasing soon. It's been on pre-order for quite a while now. Hopefully Mini GT tackles some of these old GT1 cars as well. I just love these old racers. I know a lot of you guys do too. I haven't watched a lot of the old races. I don't know a whole lot about the old races. I mean, I know a little bit, but I just love these cars. They're just so nice. But anyways, here is this one. So Porsche 911 GT1, 1997 ROHR Racing. I believe this is a German team, and then there's all the information on the back. There's all the information there. Porsche licensing, of course. Pretty nice. And then also here's the box for the blue one. So Porsche 911 GT1 Blue Coral. This is the number 5 car. There was a few different like numbered versions of this Blue Coral one, but this is the number 5 version. And then the outer box is going to just have the big artwork, and it's going to hold the 2 smaller boxes. Pretty much all the same information on it. Just like some nice photos of the models. These are Toy East exclusives, so these are technically all Hong Kong exclusives. Even this box set was. But anyways, so yeah, here's the yellow one. Like I said, I really like the liveries on these. This, like, it's yellow, and then it's got like the red, blue, and green like marks on it, like if you scribbled with a marker. And that, it's just like so 90s to me, and I just love it. It is really cool. Really neat livery. They did a pretty good job with these BBS RS. No, these aren't BBS. These are BBS LM wheels that they had on these. They did a pretty good job with them. It's got a little bit of a thicker tire on the rear, which is accurate, and it looks quite nice. The tires are a little bit rounded, makes them actually look inflated. Really nice. The only thing, like I said, that it's missing is the tire printing, and this one's got Pirelli logos on the car, so I'm assuming these would have been Pirellis. And maybe Pirelli didn't actually have like colored letters on their tires for back in the day, so maybe it doesn't actually need tire printing. Like, I'm not really nitpicking these too hard about it. I do know that this one should have had yellow Dunlop printing on the tires, but again, not a big deal. I still think that these are just really nice models regardless of that. And these both should roll pretty well. Sparky's stuff is usually pretty good about that. I don't know about their new stuff because, like I said, they have kind of rebranded now and given their cars a little bit more detail. But all the Sparky ones that I've had have rolled quite well. But yeah, I just love the livery. It's a really nice, like, taxi yellow. It is just really cool. There's all kinds of cool sponsorship logos on it. So at the bottom right there, BBS. What else can I make out? Bilstein, Bosch. Pretty normal stuff for old German racers. Got the number 1 on the side. There's the names of the drivers right there. Very, very cool. I see an Exxon right there. The mirrors are rubber on these. These ones are done in red, which I think looks pretty good because it matches the red like marker scribbles at the front end of it. And overall, even for being Sparkies, these are actually pretty nicely done. The headlights look really nice. They're clear. You can see some actual bulb detail back in the housing done in silver. Just looks really nice. Fog lights down here as well also have some decent housing. And then also the turn indicators are lensed off with acrylic, and then there's some orange detail underneath that. So very, very nice headlight details here. Exxon on the windshield banner, that is a decal, and there is going to be decal usage on Spark stuff. That's just how they do things. But this one doesn't look too bad. Everything looks like it's applied pretty well. I'm not seeing anything peeling or bubbling or anything. I can't tell if these colors on the top are decal or not. They almost look printed. But yeah, it's just such a cool livery. It's so colorful and playful. Mobil 1, Pirelli, just all kinds of sponsorship logos. The Porsche badge up there in between the O and the H of ROHR. The big Pirelli logo, the number 1. The venting on the hood looks really nice as well. It looks like they've got some black paint back in there. Overall, just looks really, really cool. Here is the rear end. Taillights are all done in acrylic with some nice red paint behind it, which is awesome. The exhaust details are actually really cool too. They stick out quite far. They're done in silver, and it's actually got this, I don't know if that's a tow hook. That looks way too big to be a tow hook. Maybe it is, but they've got this red tow hook at the back of it too, and that's actually like a separate molded piece. I'm sure it's plastic, probably not metal, but honestly, pretty nice detail on the back of it. More than I would expect for a Spark. But at the same time, I feel like they do a really good job with these old like GT1 racers. Looks like the Evos had the same little thing on the back of it. If you want to see a little side-to-side difference of just the GT1 and the GT1 Evo. Obviously different headlights. I feel like, no, I don't think I like either one more. I like the round headlights of the regular GT1, but I also do really like these Evo headlights of this generation of it. It's very cool. But anyways, overall, pretty nice. The wing is solid. There's no photo etched metal or anything. It is just black plastic on the top, but the ROHR logos on the side look nice. Just everything about it just looks really cool. I just love this color scheme on it. I really like the gray, like the gunmetal gray wheels with the silver lips. Like, just everything about it looks really nice. So there's that one. I will put some photos up on screen. I did find some photos. I believe these photos were from when they were advertising this car for sale. But everything looks pretty similar as far as like all the sponsorship logos and the number 1 on the side of it. So yeah, there is this one. Looks really cool. I dig it. And then let's take a look at this one. So this is the blue coral one. I also really like this one. This was just such a cool box set. 2 of the same car, but like totally different liveries, and they're just both super cool looking. So this one's got a really nice metallic blue. It's just like a nice royal blue. The paint looks really good too. The metal flake is really fine, very small, looks very realistic and to scale. So that is cool. But yeah, this one has the same BBS LM wheels. These ones are done in gold with a silver lip. Again, it's got the little bit thicker tire on the back, which looks good. This one should have yellow Dunlop printing on the tires, but again, not really nitpicking these too hard. When it comes to like classic race cars like this, I don't mind as much. I think all the modern stuff should absolutely have it from every brand that does them, but I am a little bit more lenient with this stuff just because. Yeah, this one looks really nice. All these, this bottom half that's black is done in a really nice matte paint, which does mean it'll scratch easy, so we'll have to be kind of careful. But the matte black with the blue metallic paint just looks really, really nice. And aside from that, there's some nice sponsorship logos. The blue coral. I don't know what blue coral is. I couldn't figure out what blue coral, like the company or whatever was when I was kind of searching. I don't know. But then there's this other logo down here. I think that says Slick 50, and you can see that logo a few times throughout the car. Again, do not know what that is, but this one's also sponsored by Pennzoil. So it's got the big Pennzoil logo on the hood right there, and also some on the sides and whatnot on the side of the wing on this rear panel right there. So really cool. The blue coral on the top of the wing looks awesome as well. Again, really nice headlights. These ones are even better than the other one. This one had a little bit of like debris in the lenses. They still look really good, but this one is like crystal clear. This one looks really good. You can very clearly make out the actual like bold detail back in that housing on this one. So that is really cool. This one does not have the fog lights. These ones are covered up. That's where those little Pennzoil logos are, but it does have the acrylic turn indicators up the front. So very, very cool. Rain X on the windshield banner. I just love the blue and yellow theme of this one. It reminds me of the old Rally Subarus, the old Imprezas. It's got like the little yellow squiggly lines and stuff. It just reminds me of that. But there's the name of the drivers right there. And then blue coral on the roof as well. Little website right there. www.sportscarworld.com. I might have to check that out. I really like the air intake up on the roof as well. It looks good. Yeah, super, super nice. Like this one a lot. Acrylic taillights again. They've got the exhaust details. The little tow hook part on the back is not red for this one. It's done in black, which is kind of interesting. Maybe this car wasn't equipped with it, but instead of changing the casting, they just didn't paint it. But either way, really, really cool. I like this one. And I did find some photos of this one as well, so I'll put them up. These ones were more like during the race photos, which I really like these old like racing photos. They just look so cool. Like, yeah, they're grainy. No, they're not super high res, but they just look so cool. But yeah, so here's a number 5 right here. Very cool. Like I said, this one, I don't know if there was a few different GT1s that had the blue coral livery, but I did notice that there was quite a few different numbers that this car used. But yeah, this one's the number 5. And it was actually kind of hard to find photos of. Both of these, well, no, the yellow one wasn't too hard to find photos of, but this one was a little difficult, of this specific number 5 version with the Rain X banner. But yeah, really cool. I really like these. Despite not having the tire printing, I can look past that pretty easily. These are both really, really nice. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. I think you can still find these sets floating around. It shouldn't be super, super expensive, but if you do find it for a good price and you want to pick them up, I definitely do recommend it. Actually, really, really nice models. Both of these Porsche box sets were really nice, and I liked them both a lot. So happy to have both of them now, and hopefully Spark continues to make more of these classic racers, but now with improved quality since their rebrand. That would be really cool to see. I know they've got some other like Porsche 911s coming, so yeah. Spark is going to be, their modern stuff isn't super great. I wasn't super pleased with like their GT3 cars, but I think the older stuff is where they really excel at. So I'm hoping to see more of that from them. But anyways, that's about it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.